Hello guys, Brad here again with another fragrance video, and today I'm going to induct another fragrance into my personal Hall of Fame. This one will be, I believe, number 14 in my Hall of Fame, so I'm almost halfway to my limit on that. And this is an imaginary author's fragrance, the only imaginary author's fragrance that will be included in this list because it's the only bottle of imaginary authors that I actually own. It is Every Storm a Serenade, and the notes are actually listed right there on the back of the bottle, so you don't need to look that up on fragrance uh, websites to find out what the notes are. It says Danish spruce, eucalyptus, vetiver, cologne, ambergris, and Baltic sea mist. Now, I actually got this bottle for free. You might recall a while back, Daver, in conjunction with Josh from Imagining Authors, came out with this idea to send out free bottles of this fragrance in exchange for approximately a 1 minute long review. And then Daver basically spliced all of those mini reviews together into one long mega review video. Really nice video. If you haven't seen it, I would encourage you to watch that one, especially if you're interested in this fragrance. Now, when I reviewed this fragrance, I thought it was just sort of like an okay fragrance, my typical 6 or 7 out of 10 fragrance. Nothing that I loved, nothing that I hated. Worked to work, and I didn't really get any enthusiastic responses from it. In fact, one of my male coworkers found it a bit offensive. But when my wife smelled it, she really seemed to like it. She told me it reminded her of Ireland. She's always had this dream to someday go to Ireland. It's like, every woman I think has a dream to go to a certain country and, spend a couple weeks there, check out the sights and everything. And for my wife, Ireland just seems to be that place. And this fragrance reminded her of Ireland for whatever reason, even though she hasn't been there. It kind of had that picture in her mind of what it might smell like. Now, I think when Josh came out with this fragrance, his vision was basically the smell of driving along the coast of the Pacific Northwest, probably, upstate Washington, Oregon, maybe California, going through like those really huge redwood trees or whatever, and the ocean there, kind of combining the ocean and the coastline. And that was the vibe he was going for. When I smell this fragrance, I definitely get, that Danish spruce note. It kind of has like a Christmas tree kind of a smell to it. You could actually say a little bit of that, car air freshener or room spray air freshener with like the pine tree note in it. So it has a lot of that in there. This one has the ambergris and the sea mist and the cologne. They try to make it a bit more aquatic than just your typical outdoorsy pine tree smell. So, uh, very unique scent. I don't think I've smelled anything quite like this before. It's not straight up, pine tree, but it's certainly not in the same vein as like your cool waters, and your aqua DGOs and that. So, kind of combines two genres. It comes out with its own specific and special thing. So, this is a fragrance that I wouldn't typically wear for my own enjoyment. I just wear it basically on days when I know I'm going to be around my wife and she can enjoy it. I'm sure if you have a wife or girlfriend, you probably have a fragrance that you wear for her sake more so than your own sake. And this is probably one of those fragrances that falls into that category. And once the bottle is gone, if it's ever gone, I probably wouldn't repurchase it, unless, maybe at some point my wife was like, "Hey, what happened to that fragrance you used to wear that I liked?" Oh, great, now I got to rebuy it. But I have so many fragrances, I don't know if I'll repurchase it. But I'm glad I have it. Glad Dave or Josh sent me the bottle, and it will have a spot on that Hall of Fame shelf because of my wife's love for it, even though I found it sort of okay-ish myself. So Every storm a serenade. Welcome to the Hall of Fame. I know a lot of the reviewers out there have this bottle because they participated in that review. Maybe a lot of you bought it because of that review. So I'm sure a lot of people know what this is all about. So comment down below if you have a bottle and love it, or if you don't love it, still wear it for somebody else's sake like I do. So that's my thoughts on that one. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you later.